But also, to round down the sutta, I was going to pull in some other suttas regarding dana, which is generosity, in the context of the path. I mean, the whole practice is, just not dana. It's dana, and then it's sila, and then bhavana, which is development. And that's the whole path. Okay, in terms of generosity. And finally, to point out the perils of living in an era of abundance. As you know, Bodhinyana Monastery have lots and lots of gifts, and lots of fame and renown. Anything that happens there, people all over the world knows about it. I was recently at Dhammagiri, which is a new monastery in Brisbane, and we had this American guy who came from Bhavana Society, and he's very interested in why all this disrobos from Bodhinyana. So people, get around, news gets around about Bodhinyana because I guess Ajahn Brahm travels a lot. And, the monastery itself is, one of the largest monastery. So it's just one of the perils of living in a monastery that's very well supported and, reading some kind of suttas, just kind of cautioning, the lay people to exercise some kind of restraint in kind of supporting the monks. But I'll go into that later. Okay, so we start up with any initial questions? Okay. Thus have I heard. On one occasion, the Blessed One was living in the second country of Kapilavatthu in Naroda's park. Then Mahapajapati Gotami took a new pair of cloths and went to the Blessed One. After paying homage to him, she sat down at one side and said to the Blessed One, Venerable Sir, this new pair of cloths has been spun by me, woven by me, especially for the Blessed One. Venerable Sir, let the Blessed One accept it from me out of compassion. When this was said, the Blessed One told her, Give it to the Sangha, Gotami. When you give it to the Sangha, the offering will be made both to me and to the Sangha. Okay, I guess we should go to the notes for people who are not familiar with who Mahapajapati is and what the Buddha was trying to get her to do. So I think the commentary says on page note that Mahapajapati obviously was the younger sister of Queen Mahamaya, which is the Buddha's mother. Okay? And she was also the wife of King Suddhodana, which is the Buddha's father. So they were sisters. So after Queen Mahamaya's death, Mahapajapati became the Buddha's foster mother. So the commentary says this present sutta takes place at an early point in the Buddha's ministry on one of his return visits to his native city. After King Suddhodana's death, Mahapajapati pleaded with the Buddha to admit women into the Sangha, and her acceptance marked the beginning of the Bhikkhuni Sangha, the order of none. Okay? So we keep that in mind. So you can see that because of her close relationship with the Buddha, raising him, that she is very attached to him. She wanted the cloth to go to the Buddha, and only him. And also being a second clan, they're famous for being very arrogant and proud. And she was, second, the woman, right? She's the queen. So she also, she didn't want her cloth just to go to any old monks. She wanted for it to go to Buddha. But the Buddha, obviously understanding the law of karma, was encouraging her to kind of open her mind, make it more spacious, and kind of with the intention for the gift to go to the Sangha. That way, as you'll see from the later sutta reading, that when you support the Sangha, it brings great fruit because you are helping to perpetuate the teaching, to help with the infrastructure, to keep, the teaching going. Not just for monks in the present, but also for future monks to come. Once the infrastructure is in place, it allows for people in the future to be ordained and to become enlightened. But if you offer a gift to one person, one that arahant, even when the Buddha passes away, then that's the end of that in terms of the karmic consequences. Okay? Okay, so continuing. A second and a third time she said to the Blessed One, Venerable Sir, accept it from me out of compassion. And a second and a third time, the Blessed One told her, and give it to the Sangha, go to me. When you give it to the Sangha, the offering will be made both to me and to the Sangha. Okay. Then the Venerable Ananda said to the Blessed One, Ananda was really always very sympathetic to the Mahapajapati, and he's always the skillful ones, always kind of reminding the Buddha, the role that Mahapajapati played in the Buddha's life. Okay, Venerable Sir, let the Blessed One accept the new pair of cloths from Mahapajapati Gotami. Mahapajapati Gotami has been very helpful to the Blessed One, Venerable Sir. As his mother's sister, she was his nurse, his foster mother, the one who gave him milk. She suckled the Blessed One when his own mother died. The Blessed One, too, has been very helpful to Mahapajapati Gotami, Venerable Sir. It is owing to the Blessed One that Mahapajapati Gotami has gone for refuge to the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. It is owing to the Blessed One that Mahapajapati Gotami abstains from killing living beings, from taking what is not given, from misconduct in sensual pleasures, from false speech, from wine and liquor and intoxicants, which are the basis of negligence. Basically, this is the 5 precepts of a lay person. It is owing to the Blessed One that Mahapajapati Gotami possesses perfect confidence in the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, and that she possesses the virtues loved by the noble ones. And this is a kind of a coded word in the sutta for saying that by this time, Mahapajapati was already a stream enterer, because she has perfect confidence in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, and she had the virtue loved by the noble ones. I mean, she perfected her 5 precepts. Okay? I think if you go to the notes, that's exactly what that would be saying. It is owing to the Blessed One that Mahapajapati Gotami is free from doubt and about suffering, about the origin of suffering, about the cessation of suffering, and about the way leading to the cessation of suffering. The Blessed One has been very helpful to Mahapajapati Gotami. That's also another way of saying that she is indeed a stream enterer, because she's free from doubt about the 4 Noble Truths. Okay? Any questions or comments? Okay. That is so, Ananda. That is so. When one person, owing to another, has gone for refuge to the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, I say that it's not easy for the former to repay the latter by paying homage to him, rising up for him, according him reverential salutation and polite services, and providing robes, alms food, resting places, and medicinal requisites. Okay? And then he goes through the 5 precepts. When one person, owing to another, has come to abstain from killing living beings, from taking what is not given, from misconduct in sensual pleasures, from false speech, and from wine, liquor, and intoxicants, which are the basis of negligence, I say that it is not easy for the former to repay the latter by paying homage to him, by providing robes, alms food, resting places, and medicinal requisites. Then he goes on to say about the same with the factors of stream entry, in terms of possess perfect confidence in the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha, as well as to become free from doubt about suffering, about the origin of suffering, the cessation of suffering, and the way leading to the cessation of suffering. Okay? And then, now he takes this opportunity to go and to expound on the 14 kinds of personal offerings. Okay? On notes 1294. It says that the Buddha undertakes his teaching because the sutta began with a personal gift presented to him, and he wishes to make clear the comparative value of personal gift and gifts offered to the Sangha, like I was saying before, in terms of, focusing the gift on one individual, or kind of opening our own mind and intention and encompassing the whole Sangha, encompassing the whole dispensation, the whole infrastructure that keeps, churning out monks and nuns year in and year out, allowing people to become in the yellow robes and then to be, ordained and to become enlightened.